I would like to start my introduction with the soul mantra. I am the monad, I am the soul, I am the light divine. I am love, I am will, I am creation designed. This mantra places guidelines to my everyday life. It holds a lot of value to the person I am now. My name is Vivienne J Herrera, and I am the type of person who believes in the importance of life. In this speech, I would like to share with you the 3 pieces of me. This is my bag. It's a camera bag, and in this bag I have 3 items that represent my past, present, and future. I chose this bag because first, my favorite color is black, and it represents how I protect and preserve things that are important to my life. Now to begin sharing the 3 pieces of me. Starting with my journal. This journal represents several things from my past, so I'd like to start with the reason I use this journal. For as long as I could remember, up until high school, I suffered through depression. Being an only child, I felt insecure sharing my suffering at the time, so the journal became an outlet for me to share my thoughts and feelings, whether it be through drawing, writing stories, poems, and writing songs. The book gave me security, but it was never enough to help me overcome my depression. As time passed and I was a junior in high school, I was admitted to a mental health hospital, and for a while I felt like I was my journal. I felt like someone finally found me and read my story. To me, the time I spent in recovery felt like I was being read 1 page at a time, and each page represented a part of me I couldn't understand. As time passed and I started to understand what my pages were telling me, I started to gain conscious of who I was and what I needed help with. With this, I started to begin a new chapter in my book, one that showed my strengths while acknowledging my vulnerability. As I started this new chapter, I finally got to assess and move on from my suffering and began to choose life. I believe everyone has their own journal, and that's okay, because we all have our own stories to tell. Sometimes we just need help telling our stories. My second item is this camera. This camera represents my present. The camera also represents my hobbies. I always felt like I was a creative person, and I've always challenged myself to learn new ways of art. In my present life, I felt that the camera is significant to me because it allows me to show other people my perspective. The camera is important to my art. It teaches me to see new perspectives, which would be my present because as I'm growing up, I'm learning so much about this world, and having an open mind to new perspectives is a skill that is vital in our time right now. The camera allows me to capture moments and memories in my life. This is linked to my present because right now, in my journey to my future, I believe it's important to make memories worth the capture. In photography, you can take 100 photos, but only a few are worth the capture. Photography is something I'm learning and passionate about, and that is a reflection of where I am in life as a college student. My final item that I'll be sharing is this 4-ocean bracelet. The bracelet represents my future because I am working on becoming an environmental scientist. Although I don't know which specific career I wish to pursue, the bracelet represents my passion for the environment. I like this bracelet because I can always have it with me, just like I'll always have my purpose with me. I am inspired to choose life and protect our planet for future life. This bracelet also allows me to be an advocate for our planet. The bracelet reminds me to support what I believe is good to our society and our environment. This bracelet gives me hope that I can make a strong impact in our society by helping our planet. Although the bracelet is something I probably won't have forever, since I always lose things, I feel confident that I can always carry its value with me. I hope you enjoyed listening to my story about my life. I'll always cherish these 3 items and the experience I have and will come with them. It was a little difficult for me to come up with the 3 pieces of me, but I hope you enjoyed my story and learned something about who I am. Thank you for giving your time and attention to hear my story, and I am excited to learn about your 3 pieces.